Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video. So, today we are going to be doing our August favorites. I know I skipped the month of July and that just was because everything was going nuts in July. I was in Italy and then, Mo's surgery and I was traveling a lot. So, yeah, it was a crazy month, but I have a lot of favorites and some dislikes, some awful things I want to mention. And let's just get into it. I also have some non-beauty related things that are my favorites that I want to show you guys as well. And I'm excited. I haven't done one of these in a minute, so let's go. Okay, the first product I want to mention is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This product is amazing. I'm completely blown away from it. And I've had my opinions about Too Faced in the past. Me saying this is a big deal, you guys. This is a great product. I have been specifically using it as a foundation rather than a concealer, and I love it. That is currently what I'm wearing on my face right now, and I feel like it looks so beautiful, and it's very lightweight too. I don't feel like I have a lot of makeup on, and I love it. And the fact that it says multi-use on it, bish, you can use it for anything. I know some people were pissed at me in one of my videos that were like, why are you using that as foundation? Because I want to. Thanks. The next product I want to mention is the Tatcha Rice Enzyme Exfoliator. This is the gentle one. This one is made specifically for dry skin, and I want to tell you guys, this is so good. I cannot explain how good this is. And they have a whole bunch of lines now for exfoliating. They have some for sensitive skin, for oily skin. This one is specifically meant for dry skin. And it has changed my nose game like crazy, okay? Because my nose is where I usually get the most dry. My nose and my forehead. So this has been life-changing for me. This exfoliant is so gentle and good that you can literally use it every single day. I use this every day when I wash my face, either in the morning or right when I go to bed. And it's amazing. And I know that this is a costly product. I understand that. And I would never recommend it unless if it was truly amazing, and I am telling you guys, it is amazing. If you have extra money or cash that you want to spend and you want to splurge and indulge in a product, this is a great product to do so. I think it's really, really awesome. The next thing I want to mention is, so I'm from New York, and I don't want to sound ignorant or stupid, but honestly, growing up, recycling was not a big thing in my life. And that's not to blame my parents. I think it's a state thing. When I was, and I'm not saying now, I know that New York State in general has done a lot of things to help with recycling and all that stuff. But growing up, I don't remember recycling, for real. And I wanted to mention these straws. Now, this is not sponsored or anything. I got these from Ralph, I believe. It's Kirkland brand. They are gold paper straws. And Riley has actually opened up my eyes to a lot of plastic wasting. I used to buy bottles of Fiji water, just bottles of whatever water, Aquafina water all the time. And I actually went and I got a Brita now, and I don't even buy bottles of water anymore. And I used to be the plastic straw queen. I am a straw queen. And I also got the straws in iridescent as well. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I love my straws, and paper straws are really, really something. They're really awesome. Yes, some of them do get soggy, and the reason why I'm mentioning these is because I feel like these don't get nearly as soggy as the other paper straws that I've used. These ones, I feel like I can get a solid 5 cups of water or of seltzer, whatever it may be. So I really wanted to mention these and encourage you guys to maybe make a little bit of a change, make a little bit more of a greener change in your life, if that makes sense. And yeah, I hope that I don't come off as rude or offending anybody from New York. That's not my intention whatsoever. I'm just saying in New York, people throw their trash on the street, even in the city. So I just am learning a lot, especially moving to California. You learn a lot about environmental changes and differences between every state. And it's no new news that California is a very green state. and green both ways, if you know what I'm saying. But these straws are really good, and I just wanted to mention them because, you know, let's like save the planet. The next product I want to talk about is actually Nikki Tutorials highlighters with Ofra. This one is called Cloud 9, and it has a little bit of a pink shift to it. I'm not sure if you're even able to pick it up on camera. No, like it's so hard to pick that up on camera. I don't know how Nikki shows this off. This one with the pink shift is so cute, so fun, and so different. Let me apply some of it right now with my highlighter brush and see if you guys can see it on camera that way. And I'll see, maybe you guys can see. It's so hard for it to pick up on camera, but it's a really, really, really pretty, like, pink highlight, but also not too pink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still get away with wearing this and not go to like a festival, if that makes sense. Like, whenever anybody thinks of like, you know, colorful highlighters, or especially me, like I always think of festivals. But for the most part, this highlighter is very wearable and very beautiful. And I really have been getting into Ofra's highlighters lately. So I think they have some really, really awesome highlighters. And I have actually 3 highlighters in total that I want to talk about in this video, which I know is crazy, but there have been some game-changing highlighters that I've been using lately. The other highlighter I want to mention is the Kylie Champagne Showers. This is from her summer collection. This highlighter has been my everyday go-to highlighter, and it is stunning. Like, you can really build this highlighter up, or you can leave it so that it's just kind of like a nice little glow. I think that this highlighter is very, very beautiful, and it works very good with my skin tone. Now, I'm not really sure how it would work on more fair skin tones or deeper skin tones, just because this is more of like a champagne-y color. Like, I'll get it on my fingers so that you guys can see, but this is the highlighter right here. I feel like you can see highlighter better from this side of my face. I don't know why. But this is the highlighter right there. It's very, very pretty. And I feel like it's very easy to use, very easy to pull off. And I've been genuinely using it like every single day. It's replaced like all my other highlighters that I've been loving. So this one is definitely a go-to for me. And the other highlighter I want to mention is from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the Liquid Frost. And this is in the shade Goddess. I did a little like unboxing and little like swatch on my Instagram story for you guys, but I will do it on here as well because I know some people like don't use Instagram or like whatever the scenario is. I'm gonna let this dry down before I show it to you guys, but this is what it looks like wet still. I don't want to get it on my sleeve. I probably shouldn't have worn a white shirt. What in God's name was I thinking? But this highlighter is probably the best liquid highlighter that I've ever used, because a lot of times with liquid highlighters, I feel like they're a little tricky to use. Even for me, like very, very tricky. And actually, I'll apply it so that you guys can see. But I found the best way to apply this is with a beauty blender sponge or like any type of sponge, and it's just so blinding. I mean, I know at this point I have like 3 layers of highlighter on, but it is a very, very, very beautiful highlighter and very, very easy to use. And it has a little bit of like glitters to it that I think are very, very gorgeous. And this is the highlighter dried down now, and it almost looks like liquid gold. Like if you're looking at it, it's so, so beautiful, and it does dry down very nicely. It doesn't feel like greasy or anything like that. This is a very beautiful highlighter, and it's a very, very large size. I know a lot of you guys are probably used to the iconic London highlighters, and these are like double the size, the liquid ones. And I think this highlighter is bomb, you guys. Like, I think it's very, very beautiful, and yeah, totally recommend it. I've been loving it, and it's also really good if you want to mix in with moisturizer for like an all over body glow. I feel like that's a really beautiful thing to do as well. I know it's like wedding season, and I know a lot of people have been DMing me, asking me like what my favorite highlighters are, what my favorite makeup is for weddings and stuff like that, and this will be amazing for weddings. Another skincare product I want to throw in is the Ole Henriksen the Cold Plunge Pore Mask. Now, this was like a huge deal because like a lot of beauty gurus were advertising with this, and I was kind of like, is this really good, or is it like just like an advertisement, you know? So I went out and I bought it. It's been amazing, and this is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever. This mask, I noticed, tightens up my pores, like almost minimizes them, And this mask is also really good for like if you are someone who is a little bit more like hot-blooded like myself. I get hot very, very easily. And this mask is actually very refreshing. It's very cooling to the skin. It almost feels like if you have a mint and you suck in, like that's what it feels like. So I really, 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 really like this mask. And it's just really pretty to put on too. Like it's very, very pretty. And I don't know, I just feel like kind of glamorous when I have it on. I'm like, ooh, a teal mask. Okay. I don't know. I'm a little crazy. I'm a little funky, I guess. But I don't know. That kind of stuff low-key matters to me sometimes. I don't know, because I feel like I want to feel like slightly luxurious when I'm doing a skin mask or something. I don't know. And the last thing I want to throw in for you guys is a foundation. Now, I have actually used this foundation a bunch of times before. This is the Dior Air Flash. I am the shade 301. And I usually, I go from, phase to phase to phase with my foundations. Like, I have a lot of foundations that I truly do love, but I often forget to go back and visit those foundations, which I feel like I want to make a whole video based off of products that I used to love and see if I still like them now, because I feel like that could be a really cool concept video. But the Dior Air Flash, it's been around for years and I've really, really liked it. And I recently picked it back up for the month of August because it's been unbearably hot in California, and I know other parts of the world it's been ridiculously hot as well. Global warming. But this foundation, dude, it seriously, Air Flash, hello, hence the name, but it is airbrushed on my face. I don't have this on right now. I have the Born This Way one on right now, and this one, I don't know, I just it is so beautiful. I feel like every person should have this out there in their makeup collection because it just really gives you that beautiful airbrushed finish. It's beautiful for brides. Again, mentioning the bridal makeup because it is bridal season. It's wedding season. I mean, let's be real. It's bridal season, okay? The men don't really care about the wedding. I mean, some men do, I guess. But you know what I mean. I'm just playing. But for the most part, I feel like this foundation is so beautiful, and I'm really glad that I picked it back up because it's just a beautiful foundation. And yeah, I really want to revisit some old favorites of mine and see if I still like them. All right, let's get a little savage up in here. Okay, so the first product that... Bitch, what even? Okay, I'm not even trying to be nasty or dramatic or anything, but these new MAC concealers that I just received recently in the mail, they are a hot mess, okay? First of all, they are claiming to be full coverage. They are not. They would not cover up my tattoo. I had to do 3 layers. I even posted it on Instagram showing you guys. And listen, I know that this is not claiming to cover up tattoos, but 90% of full coverage concealers will cover up my tattoos, no problem. I don't have very colorful tattoos. I have very easy to cover tattoos. And this also just made my under eyes crease like crazy. I also saw some reviews online saying from people that it made them break out. And I don't know, this concealer is just funky to me from the start, and do not go out. I am not recommending this concealer. I know it has been over every beauty guru's Instagram right now, but I'm telling you right now, this did not work for me. I was not impressed with this, and especially if it's making people break out, no thank you. Now, the next product I want to mention that I don't like is the Skin Tune Blur from Farsali. And before you guys jump down my throat about this, because I know that this has a very, very popular review right now, the only reason I don't like it is because it has a very, very matte finish, and it's not good for me with my dry skin. So if you are someone who has dry skin, this may not work for you. I mean, it did not work for me. It definitely does blur your skin and makes it feel kind of velvety, but as far as the way that it feels and sits on my face, it actually brought out a lot of dry patches that I have, and that is not a fun thing for me. I do not want to put on makeup and have a bunch of dry patches. That is just not a fun time. For the most part, I do feel like I enjoy a lot of Farsali products, but I have to put this one on the dislike for me just based off the fact that it is very matte. And the last product I want to mention, unfortunately, and I literally hate that I have to do this because I love the Milk makeup brand so much in general. I love what they stand for, and I love their cannabis infused products, but I have to put on the Milk Makeup translucent powder. It made me have a really bad reaction on my face. I had hives to the point where I was like scared, like I may have to go to the hospital. So I don't, and I'm that is not being dramatic whatsoever. You know how I've been telling you guys in a lot of videos lately that I've been having a reaction. I don't know what it's to. I'm like 90% sure it's to the translucent powder, and it sucks because this has such good ingredients in it. Like, it's paraben free, talc free, silicone free. I don't know what I am allergic to in it. I really want to find out and maybe take like even an allergy test, but unfortunately I did have some hives from this and it just didn't work for me. And you know what? That's okay, because not every product has to work for everyone, but at the end of the day, like the products that I mentioned right now and the dislikes definitely did not work for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this August favorites. Leave me a comment down below what you guys think. If you have the same favorites of me, the same dislikes of me, if there's anything that you think I should have added to the list, I'm all ears, hunty. I love you guys so much. Like, honestly, like, you guys are the best, and I just want to thank you for always being so sweet to me, especially in times like this when it's like very, you know, a lot of like negative energy and I feel like a lot of weight is on my shoulder right now. But I love you guys so much, and you guys are amazing. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on that bell notification. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.